What's up guys, this is Brian at NRS, and I want to talk to you today about one of the most important things. A lot of us don't really think about it when we're roping, but wrapping your saddle horn. Whether you've got a brand new saddle that you're trying to wrap the horn on, or every once in a while you should pull all the rubber off of there. If you're riding an older saddle, pull all the rubber off and rewrap your horn, because there's a lot of broken rubber under there on an older saddle, and if you break that outer layer of rubber and it gets to running on you, you may cut a finger off. We don't want that. When I talk about needing to rewrap a saddle horn on an older saddle, it's because this outer layer here is actually holding this piece on. But if this piece is broke and that outer layer of wrap breaks, then your whole saddle horn is gone. Like that. And that is not good. These are all broken rubber. They've been hidden somewhere. Just put a new piece on over it, and that's where accidents can happen. Your rope will get to running, your rubber breaks, cut off fingers, that sort of thing. So if you haven't rewrapped your horn in a while, you're going to want to. So what we're going to do today is we're going to teach you how to wrap your saddle horn. I had a guy teach me. The guy lived in Arizona, healed really well for a really long time, and he never wore a glove. I figured if he could wrap his horn well enough to not wear a glove healing and heal as well as he did, then that's probably the way to do it. So you're going to want about, it's going to take you about 10 pieces of 1-inch rubber. And what you're going to do is you're going to start at the very base of your saddle horn. That first layer, you're going to want it super, super tight. As tight as you can get it. If you're, when I was little, I used to have my dad do it because I wasn't strong enough. But that first layer needs to be really tight. You want to make sure you have plenty down there at the base, because that's normally where you try to dally. If you dally low, you tend not to miss as many dallies, and it doesn't run as bad. So, like I said, plenty down here at the base. I'll kind of fold it just a little bit. I can usually get it a little tighter that way. Trying to keep the width of the horn, the width of the rubber, consistent from the bottom to the top. The reason I do that is because I don't want it cone shaped. If it's cone shaped, your rope is more apt to just slide up off of there. You'll miss more dallies, that sort of thing. So we're trying to keep the rubber the same diameter all the way up the horn. Put one more on the bottom here. It's crossed right there. I'll bring it around. I'll cross it again, bring it around, cross it again, and then let her go. And just work my way up, making sure it stays consistent. All right, my last few pieces of rubber, I want them a little bit loose. As you saw before, I was kind of struggling there at the last. Right here where I'd normally put one more pull on it and over, I'll just let it go. I want it looser, I want it spongy. What that does is it helps your rope absorb more into that rubber and bite better. One other thing that I do, I want my rubber folded just a little bit. I don't want, if it's flat like that, there's not as many ridges in that rubber for the crowns of your rope to bite onto. So right here, I'd normally put one more on the base. I'll just let it go. Looks like I need one more down here at the bottom to keep everything consistent. Right there, I've got some folds in the rubber. My horn is a consistent diameter. The outer layer is spongy, so it'll bite better, and I'm ready to go rope. If you've got any other questions, feel free to DM us on Instagram, send us a message on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you and get you helped out.